a blue Protoss. And spawning up at the top left, we have FS Quackpork, spawning as the red Protoss. These are the first games of the tier that these two are played in, and it is a best of 3.
Yep, and BlueS showing a lot of promise so far. Started off as random, but now he's showing a lot of promise so far. Chosen Protoss maybe. Off as random, but now he's showing a lot of promise.
Yeah, I remember playing him when he first jumped into the clan. Actually, he did. I think he actually beat me as Protoss. So I'm pretty keen to see how all these go. I saw the 2 games this morning, but I was only just tuning in and out. So I'm pretty excited to see how these 2 games actually went, to view the whole thing. I know Quackpork's going into this as the favourite though. Yeah, well this was way back when he first joined the clan. Pretty sure he killed me with a Forge Fast Expand. Cannon's Herzog. But we have a gateway first from Duck here. No gateway yet from Blue. This is strange, to say the least.
I think BlueS is
looks like he's going for. Yeah, looks like he's going for a Nexus first.
This is especially deadly with the early scout.
Yeah, with the probe already in your base, that's ballsy. It's like, yeah, I know you're in my base. You want to see my expand? Look at my expand. Doesn't even have a gateway. He's better be following this up with some forges, or he's going to be pretty well... Nope, following it up with a gateway. This is the definition of baller.
Yeah, so we'll see what we see in response from Quackpork. So he's just putting down his Cybercore, so can't read anything into it yet.
I'd imagine we'd see some quick assault play. There's no way Blue's going to have any sort of defense for a quick attack going Nexus first. Especially walling off your main.
Quackpork's got a drone waiting to put down a pylon, it seems.
Hiding down there in the third, yep. It's always a good place to hide. Behind some shrubbery.
And now BlueS just doing his initial scouting.
He doesn't even know what Quackpork's doing yet. He's only just going into the other base. Now, I don't think you can actually spawn directly underneath your base in this map. I think it's forced opposite map spawns, as you would. So
I'll tell you the truth, I've never actually played this map.
I've played it a couple of times, but I'm pretty sure it's forced opposite spawns. I don't think you can spawn on the same one. So BlueS finished up his Nexus, and it looks like he's just trying to transition into normal play. Going Gateway Cybercore.
And I think he's just gotten away with it because there's been absolutely no pressure. We've got the 4 gates coming down now, but I think it might be a bit late.
Well, this is still pretty standard timing for 4 gates. 4 gates generally hit about the 6.5, 7 minute mark. Those gateways are starting to finish up now. The gateways will definitely be done in time for the assault. But Blue not making anything. Just going to hold a 4 gate with a Zealot and a Stalker. I'd really like to see him spend some of these chronos though. Both Nexuses now over 50 energy. Trying to go in for a Robo second gateway play.
There goes the first walk. There's charging in now. Still with 1 Zealot,
Quackpork has successfully denied all vision from Blue. Blue just quickly GG's out of this. That game is already over.
That was really, really bad read from BlueS. Especially if you're going to play a bit cheeky, you should at least be prepared.
And I've started.
Alright,
So spawning up in the top left, we have FS Blue. And spawning down in the bottom right, we have FS Quackpork.
Yep, so yeah, as I was saying, if you're going to play cheeky, greedy, then you should at least have the scouting necessary so you can bring up some last minute defense. So he only had one gate, and that was it. And you'd think by then it'd at least have started his other gates or have had cannons down or whatever.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, if you're going to go fast expand, especially Nexus first, or anything first for any race, you need to make sure you have that production of some defenses to defend. I think going Gateway after the Nexus was probably the mistake that he made that got him killed. I think given that he had no scouting information on his enemy, Forge first would have definitely, maybe not have secured the game for him, but it definitely would have made it look a lot better for him. But his lack of scouting information was really the downfall of him then. At the moment, both their builds are currently identical, as you'd expect for any matchup really at the 2-minute mark.
Another early scout for Quackpork. He's just already in his opponent's base.
Yes, he seems to favour that quite a bit. Hiding down in the bottom corner, Blue going scout, but missed it by one heck. That is incredible. That's a very hidden probe there. That's the sort of probe that writes back home going, D9, still an enemy base.
I think you're cutting yourself off a bit again.
Yeah, I think I have been. But, yeah. That's definitely got to be some sort of proxy going on there from Duck, if he's hiding that probe and not moving it. And Blue's going up with a wall now. He thinks he's completely safe. He's going to be in for an awful surprise.
Yeah, we'll see what he wants to do. I think it's just a lucky probe, but
yeah.
Will he turn the luck into his advantage right now? It is just a small victory, but he can turn that into something big.
Yeah, warp some zealots back there. You can kill, you know, a handful of drones. That's enough to get you a victory, especially in a mirror match. Got a lot of probes running around on the outside though, running from base to base, seeing what's going on. Although Blue once again missed the scout on Quackpork's gap, so that could be very detrimental for it.
Quackpork with the pylon.
Quackpork putting the pylon down in the main. He might just be going for a straight up 4-gate into the main base. Blue thinking that his wall's safe. Looks like we're going 3-gate robo, 2-gate robo from Quackpork, and a 4-gate from Blue. This game is going to be interesting, to say the least. We're waiting for patch 4.0 when Immortals can be warped into pylons. That's when that build will probably be the most effective.
No, never.
So we have a proxy pylon from Blue as well up there in the third that Quackpork has not yet scouted, which could cause him some issues. Him pulling his army out now. I'm not sure about moving out with this little force to try to push the front door. Only going 3 gates, 2 of them currently only warp gates. I don't know if he'll be able to reinforce enough to actually break this front.
Yeah, well, Quackpork moving up to the middle now. I think he might possibly try to hit from the back and the front at the same time.
Warping Stalkers into the main base. That wouldn't be my first choice. Stalkers tend to be a little bit like glass cannons in my opinion.
Well, I think he's planning to go straight for the mineral line, so he doesn't really want to fight with zealots.
True. It's going straight up for the ring. Force field locking a stalker in. That's 1/3 of the army already dead. Blue currently 4-gating his own base. Quackpork, not sure if he was going for the army or the workers then.
coming in.
Stalkers have been trapped in the worker line. Blue going straight back to mining, cleaning that up fairly easily. Now will we see Blue turtle up after killing this pylon, or will he go straight for the kill? Quackpork has an observer in Blue's base at the moment, so he can see everything that he's doing.
That's true. BlueS doesn't really want to take advantage of his proxy pylon there, unless he just wants to put in a few units to harass and take an easy scout, because there is no observer still.
That is true. Blue now going for an attack with a huge army. I don't think what Quackpork has is going to be enough to defend against this. That Nexus will be going down, and it's going to be seriously difficult to hold off that main attack coming in now. Quackpork's going to need some money force field.
Yeah, he come in the sentry, he's a bit late. He's got 3 of them, 1 more and he will be able to hold infinitely. But I don't think he'll be able to manage, because the army supply is just so huge. As soon as an observer comes
There is
out,
a large supply difference. I mean, looking at the unit counting tab, Duck does have the economy league, but economy doesn't do anything when you're dead. Wasting all 3 force fields there. He does not have enough energy to do another one now. So now it's just a matter of time before Blue comes in. This is looking very bad for Quackpork now. A second Immortal coming in, but I don't think that's enough. FS Blue looking to take the second game. This is not good. Quackpork's army melting as these last 3 gateways finish up.
Too many zealots to tank everything.
Yeah, they're just too many meat shields in that one.
So
Focusing down the gateways, I'd be sending the zealots to those mineral lines, but it's GG anyway, and that is FS Blue taking game 2, tying up the series on 1-1.
What are you on now?
I'm on 4 seconds.
Alright, now I'm on 15.
Me too.
Alright,
okay, so spawning up in the top left we have FS Blue as the blue Protoss, and spawning down on the middle right, I'd say, we have Quackpork, the red Protoss.
Really bad habit. I have pressed fast forward a little. So I'll just stop on 1 minute and just tell me when you hit 1 minute.
Yep. Alrighty, I'm hitting 1 minute right now.
Alright, that's all sorted. Cool. Alright, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm not sure what we're going to be seeing out of this game. I mean, we've seen 2 games so far. Last game, they both did different builds to their initial one, and that didn't quite work out for Quackpork with the, I guess, not quite the best build for a proxy pylon in your enemy's base. So we saw a weird timing for a 4-gate coming out from FS Blue and taking the game. I'm really excited to see what both of them bring to the table this time. If it'll be 4 gates from both of them, if they'll both be going for robo play, is it going to be forced to a macro game? It's going to be very interesting.
Well, we know it's definitely not going to be a macro game because the replay is 12 minutes long. So we can
well, a lot of macro can be done in 12 minutes.
Let's check their APM. No.
Yes,
but,
I'm tending to agree. However,
definitely going
it's
to
not
be
looking
a good game, but it should be interesting at least.
Yes.
So we got pretty standard for one base for Quackpork, gas and gates, and FS BlueS is a bit later on his gas, so he might have some more minerals to spare on something like an extra gate.
There's also a lot later on his cyber gate. So I'm not sure if we'll be seeing a 4-gate. Quackpork taking the center tower, being able to scout that drone probe coming through. So he should know that there's a pylon or at least a secondary scout coming again. Is he going to react to it, or has it been seen but not dealt with? As you can see, this probe is coming in to put down a pylon from Blue.
That's right, pylon goes down, and I think... Oh no, that wouldn't scout the natural. But he can send in one zealot at any time.
It could be scouted at any moment, that is true. He's sending down that stalker. It looks like he is reacting to the probe being sent. And that stalker is definitely going to hit that pylon.
Yep, if you click on him, you can see that attack move, and he's got that well locked down.
So we got a 4-gate coming in from Blue again. Currently chronoing out an empty gateway. Or looks like he just finished a sentry. A very defensive style of 4-gate I've noticed from Blue, getting that early sentry.
Yeah, early sentry is a bit of a risk. But
yeah.
It's good if you can get that force field down. That way you can get an early expand or an early something.
It does really free up the ability to do separate things. Quackpork was able to get in there and scout the 4. He did definitely see those. So Quackpork knows that it's definitely going to be coming down to some sort of weird janky play. Him doing 3-gate robo again. Pulling straight back from that force field. I think that's definitely the correct. Blue has hidden another pylon down there. Will Quackpork scout this one though?
The Robo Bay is almost done for Quack.
If he can chrono out a few immortals, he'll be able to hold this push fairly easily. So we're coming up to 4-gate time now. We could be looking at a warp in time down at this pylon at the 3rd, which would be going straight to its death. That stalker is rightly running away. Hero probe went down with his pylon.
He doesn't realise yet. And there he goes. He never realised. He just had his headphones on, listening to his Walkman.
Both players looking pretty similar right now. Although Blue does have a significantly higher zealot count to Quackpork. And that's going to be very crucial to soaking up those immortal hits. Because the less time you can spend killing those stalkers, the more damage they're going to be able to do.
Yeah, and it looks like Quackpork's just pulling ahead in supply right now. He is obviously a bit bogged down in his base, but 33 probes are better than 21. BlueS is
significantly better, yes.
BlueS is cut a bit short. 24 is optimal, but let's not worry about that. The battle's about to begin. He's just pulling back, making sure the zealots are in front.
Looks like a very strong engagement here from Blue. Quackpork's trying to escape up the ramp, but he's locked down in his natural. Throwing up that shield to try to mitigate some of that stalker damage. But those immortals were being focus fired down. Not anymore. Blue just going straight for the kill. Quackpork not looking like he's going to be looking so dandy in this. Trying to hold up the top of the ramp, but there are just too many zealots.
Yeah, that's
this game not
immortal.
Looking good for Quackpork. He's got another warp in the back of his base, but I don't think that'll be enough. He's pulled all of his probes now.
It just shows you how important the drone count is in one base play.
That is. Quackpork spent a lot more resources on his drones, and because of that he was lacking in quite a few more zealots.
Yeah,
with his additional 10 probes, he could have had another 5 zealots, and that could have been the turn of the battle there, really.
Yeah, Quackpork down to his remaining stalkers. They are dead now, and just
yes, it seems Quackpork will be transitioning from one base play to dead.
Yeah. So there we go. That's game number 3, and
Yep.
it was good games. Some good quick games. Protoss versus Protoss.
Yeah. Well, looks like Blue did take the series 2-3. Cleaning up Quackpork. I'm sure we'll get a GG any second now. Blue apologizing. Quackpork still mining that gas. And the GG from Quackpork. He has left the game.